If you're over 65, you've probably heard that nuts are a go-to snack, full of protein, healthy fats, and heart-friendly nutrients. But not all nuts are the same, especially as we age. Some truly support your health. Others, they quietly cause harm without you even realizing it. Some nuts can nourish your brain, reduce joint pain, and even help you live longer. But others can damage arteries, raise cholesterol, or trigger inflammation, serious issues for older adults. And most people over 65 don't know the difference. That's exactly what we'll uncover in this video. We're revealing the 4 worst nuts seniors should avoid, plus the 4 best that can protect your heart, memory, and joints as you age. And if you're new here, welcome to Healthy Front. We bring you science-backed health tips made just for seniors. If you enjoy learning how to stay strong and independent, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's start with the good news. The nuts you should include daily. These are more than just tasty. They're nutritional tools that help your body age better, feel better, and stay stronger. Take the first one. Often dismissed as a dessert ingredient, it's actually a nutrient-rich powerhouse. It contains special compounds that calm inflammation in your arteries and improve blood flow, 2 things that become harder as we age. One study found that seniors who ate just a small serving of this nut daily cut their risk of heart disease death by nearly 30%. That's a massive impact for such a simple habit. This nut also contains vitamin E, which is great for your skin and immune system. And it's low on the glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar, ideal if you're managing diabetes. Want a healthy snack idea? Try roasting them with olive oil and a touch of spice. You'll get a rich, satisfying flavor and heart support in every bite. Let's move to the next nut that's essential for aging brains. It's rich in a special omega-3 that helps protect against memory loss and cognitive decline, both of which accelerate after 60. Even better, this nut contains natural compounds that support better sleep and reduce nighttime waking. That's a huge bonus if you're struggling with rest. Researchers at a top university found that seniors who ate this nut regularly scored higher on memory and thinking tests. It's brain food, pure and simple. Stay tuned. Next, we'll reveal 2 more nuts that support muscle strength, eye health, and even help regulate blood pressure naturally. Let's continue with another senior-friendly superstar. This nut is common, affordable, and packed with health benefits. It's one of the best sources of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields your cells from aging. Vitamin E is especially valuable for older adults. It supports immune health, protects vision, and may reduce your risk of age-related eye diseases like macular degeneration. In fact, seniors who eat more vitamin E from food sources, not supplements, are shown to have stronger immunity and fewer signs of cognitive decline. This nut also supports blood sugar stability. Its combo of healthy fats, fiber, and plant protein helps prevent those energy dips and sugar spikes that so often follow carb-heavy snacks. One study found that eating a handful daily improved insulin sensitivity by 20% in older adults with blood sugar issues. That's huge for managing prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. And while they're calorie-dense, these nuts keep you feeling full, which can naturally reduce cravings and support a healthy weight, something many seniors struggle with. They're also rich in bone-friendly nutrients like magnesium and calcium. Together, these help prevent bone loss and reduce the risk of fractures as you age. Enjoy them raw, lightly roasted with cinnamon, or spread as nut butter on apple slices or whole grain toast. Easy, tasty, and effective. Now for the top pick among all nuts for seniors, a small green nut that's packed with potassium and plant-based protein. It's especially helpful for controlling blood pressure. High blood pressure affects nearly 70% of seniors, and this nut helps relax blood vessels, reducing that pressure and supporting heart health. But the benefits don't stop there. This nut also contains 2 unique antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin that protect your eyes from damage caused by screen time and sunlight. These antioxidants act like internal sunglasses for your eyes. Studies show they may reduce the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration by 40%. What's more, this nut is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. That's rare in plant foods and crucial for muscle maintenance as we age. Their shells also help you eat more mindfully, giving your brain time to register fullness so you don't overeat. Smart, satisfying, and senior safe. Now that we've covered the best, let's shift to the other side. Nuts that may be silently undermining your health. Let's start with one that seems luxurious and indulgent. It's often praised for its creamy texture and gourmet reputation. But for seniors, it comes with major health risks. This nut is incredibly high in fat. Over 75% of its calories come from fat alone. And a significant portion of that fat is palmitic acid, a saturated fat linked to high LDL cholesterol. As arteries naturally stiffen with age, adding this type of fat increases the risk of clogs, poor circulation, and even heart attacks or strokes. It gets worse if these nuts are roasted in cheap oils or coated in sugar, which is how they're often sold commercially. That combo creates a metabolic storm for older adults. The thick fat content can also increase blood viscosity, making your blood thicker and slower moving, which raises the risk of clots. That's dangerous for anyone on blood thinners. These nuts are often labeled heart healthy, but for seniors, the inflammatory effects may accelerate arthritis, memory decline, and even skin aging over time. If you like that creamy mouthfeel, consider switching to safer options we discussed earlier, like walnuts or pecans. They're rich, satisfying, and don't come with these hidden dangers. Now to another popular nut with a mild flavor, but some sharp downsides. This one is especially risky for seniors with kidney issues or blood sugar concerns. This nut is high in oxalates, natural compounds that can form kidney stones, especially in people with dehydration or reduced kidney function, which is common with aging. It's also surprisingly high in carbs for a nut, meaning it can spike your blood sugar if eaten alone or in large quantities. This can lead to sudden crashes in energy, foggy thinking, or even dizziness, things you definitely want to avoid if you're at risk of falls. Plus, most commercial versions of this nut are roasted in inflammatory oils and heavily salted, which adds even more cardiovascular risk. You may love the taste, but the trade-off simply isn't worth it, especially if you're managing diabetes or blood pressure concerns. We're not done yet. 2 more nuts often believed to be healthy could be causing more harm than good for people over 65. Now let's talk about a nut that's often marketed as a superfood. It's loaded with selenium, which is great in small amounts, but dangerous in excess. This nut contains more than 500% of your daily selenium needs in just one serving. That can lead to selenium toxicity, especially in seniors with slower kidney or liver function. Too much selenium builds up silently. It may cause fatigue, joint pain, brain fog, or hair loss, all symptoms often mistaken for normal aging. Even more alarming, these nuts absorb radium from the soil, giving them a measurable radiation level. That radiation accumulates in bones, especially risky for seniors with low bone density. If you're already dealing with osteoporosis, the last thing you want is a nut that weakens your bones from the inside out. For many, these are better left off the menu. And now for the most problematic nut on the list. Though technically, it's not a nut at all. It's a legume. And that small difference makes a big impact. This legume is incredibly common and affordable, but it's highly susceptible to mold during storage. That mold produces aflatoxins, liver-damaging toxins linked to cancer. Seniors process toxins less efficiently. In fact, studies show older adults who eat these regularly have up to 60% higher aflatoxin markers in their blood. This legume also contains inflammatory compounds that can worsen arthritis, heart disease, and brain aging. It's a fuel source for chronic inflammation. Worse still, it interacts with many common medications, like blood thinners and blood pressure meds, making their effects unpredictable and potentially dangerous. Lastly, it's highly allergenic. Seniors can develop new allergies late in life, and the symptoms may mimic unrelated conditions like skin rashes or digestive issues. Let's recap what we've learned. The 4 best nuts for seniors over 65 are nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory, and support longevity and energy. These include one that's rich in heart-healthy fats and antioxidants, another that boosts brain power and supports sleep, one packed with vitamin E and bone-friendly minerals, and a final green gem that regulates blood pressure and protects vision. In contrast, the 4 worst include a high-fat nut that clogs arteries, a creamy one that can cause kidney stones and sugar spikes, a superfood with too much selenium and radiation, and a popular legume packed with toxins and drug interactions. But don't panic. This isn't about fear, it's about informed choices. You don't need to cut all nuts, just choose the right ones in the right amounts. Here are some smart habits to keep in mind. First, go for raw or dry roasted varieties, without added oils or sugars. Simple is safer. Second, portion size matters. One small handful a day, about an ounce, is enough to get the benefits without risking overconsumption. Third, rotate your choices. Mixing walnuts, almonds, pecans, and pistachios helps keep your nutrient intake balanced and interesting. Try a senior-safe trail mix with your favorite good nuts, some dried berries, and a few dark chocolate chips. It's satisfying and antioxidant-rich. And remember, timing helps. Walnuts before bed can aid sleep. Almonds in the morning support blood sugar. Pecans in the afternoon give you sustained energy. If you found this guide helpful, we'd love to hear from you. What nuts are in your daily routine? Have you made changes after learning this? Drop a comment below to share your experience, ask questions, or even post your favorite healthy snack combo. We respond to as many as we can. Thanks for watching, and here's to stronger bodies, clearer minds, and better snacks.